on to high there, so anything on the belt's good. Okay? I've already spoken to you both. You know what I expect. Stay professional, obey my commands, and most of all, protect yourselves at all times. Good goes, boys.
So here we go, this schedule for 12 rounds or fewer in the super lightweight division. Adam Azim in the purple and white. Ohara Davies in the green and gold. Azim looking hyped up on the ring walk. And maybe we'll get a fast start from him. Davies just with that familiar wide stance. He's been a good fighter for a long time, a crafty fighter. He can hang out on that back foot, look to counter you with that right hand, and he can punch. He's always had that power. Tucks up pretty well. Will half turn that back at times, get the chin behind the shoulder, clamp in those long, long arms and protect what is actually quite a short upper body. Good jab there from Azim.
Yeah, super fast start from Azim here. Ohara Davies having to adjust to that speed. You can see already, after only a minute, the guard is now tightened. He's not able to be quick enough to catch that jab on the backhand. He's just trying to block it now, punch off of it himself.
These two go a long way back, of course. First ran into Azim when he was 9 years old, Ohara Davies. These two and Anthony Yarde, we've just seen, work together under Kunde Ajayi for a spell. Good strong right hand there from Azim. Half swiveled Ohara Davies around in his stance.
Dave's got to watch dropping that left hand when he, on the way back, he throws the jab out and then it drops down. He's got to bring it straight back to the chin, otherwise Azim's going to time him and just come right over the top.
He's trying to hook off of that jab, and usually that's a great shot for him. But the difference in the hand speed means that hook's not coming out quick enough. And when Azim comes in for a fast 1-2, that right hand's getting to the target before his left hooks.
Again, the left hand comes back low. You've got to be careful, Ohara Davies. Azim's going to time him.
Very sharp start this from Azim. Just the one fight this year, that stoppage of Enoch Poulsen in defence of his European title that he won last year, about this time last year, against Frank Petitjean in Wolverhampton. Chopping down with that right hand, didn't quite find a home for it.
Azim's jab to the head, jab to the body, then come in, bring his feet in and throw the right hand to the head off the back of the jab to the body.
Good jab again there from Azim.
Listen, he's just trying to get used to your speed, yeah? So the more you move your head and fire off it, don't get eager, nudge your feet in. Move your head and nudge your feet in. Move your head, nudge your feet in. And listen, if it's not there, if it's too far out, just keep moving your head. Just drawing that little bit closer.
Yeah, the nice right hand there, just feint the jab, left hook, right hand. Well, it kind of hit the shoulder, didn't it?
Yeah, but he wasn't far away.
Ohara Davies, you know, he throws the jab out, and then it comes, but the left hand comes back, but it doesn't come back to the chin, it comes down low here, and I think if Azim can just time the jab and just punch through it.
Round 2.
Just trying to inch in with that front foot there, Davies, and take a little bit of space from Azim, see if he can get that jab off himself.
Well, it's a different look from Ohara Davies here. He's got that left hand out in front now. Obviously, then you can use that arm as a barrier, bring the shoulder up, try and use it in a defensive way. He hasn't got so far to travel.
He went to try and step in there with the left hand, didn't quite land it, but he's, as you say, George, he's changed things up at the start of the second round here. He's looking to try and step to Azim a little bit more.
That was a good shot from Ohara Davies. He kind of leaned onto his left side, and then it was like a lead left hand as opposed to a jab, or you throw the right hand, you put the right on the front foot, and then you spring up from it. It was a good shot from Ohara Davies. Good hand speed from Azim.
Just short with the jab there, Davies. Azim stepping into a left hook almost. Didn't quite land that one either. Just trying to hook up the jab there, Azim. Davies just before that with his jab. I don't think it really landed. That one half landed. Into the final minute of round two. It's been interesting, the adaptations that Davies has made quickly, George, as you picked out at the start of this round off the back of that first. He's done it quick. He's been fast about it, hasn't he?
Yeah, and he's got long arms, Ohara Davies, and he commits to the shot. You know, he's falling short at the moment, and it's these really sort of neat and tidy, speedy head movement from Azim. But McGuigan in his corner was right. You know, he's trying to figure out his speed, and sometimes just that little bit more flow and a couple more touches that don't need to be lightning fast, married in with the speed, is where you have some success. And this has come now in this last minute of this round, where picked up the volume, a bit more aggressive with the head movement, pressing on the front foot.
Landed the right hand, Azim. Davies looked to try and chop down with the right hand himself, just missed.
Boxing on Sky Sports, brought to you by Voltero.
I'm Lee Miller. Do you mind if I took your picture?
We don't send women to combat.
Well, that's a problem, because I'm here. Even when I wanted to look away.
Come on!
I knew I couldn't.
London is ours.
Will London be blue or white this weekend?
This is our stage.
Chelsea Spurs, live on Sky Sports.
Welcome back, everybody. And one thing that Davies did in that second round, Matt, was just change up the use of that lead hand in particular.
Yeah, well, he came to counter with the right hand, realised it wasn't there, but he was in a good position then to punch off the front foot and get a bit of power into that lead left hand.
Good jab from Davies there, two good jabs to start the round. Gets really underneath the shoulder with it as he pops it up.
You know, as George says, when he throws it, he really commits to it. He's not half-hearted with it. He really steps in with it.
That's a good jab from Azim to get through the guard. He has got crazy long arms, Ohara Davies. It's one of the things that makes somebody suited to be a fighter. There's that left hand again. He leads off with the right, it doesn't make it, and then he steps into the left.
It's slightly strange, Davies, in that, like, I think he's so committed with his jab that it's quite hard for him to punch off of his jab. He actually finds it easier to punch off of his right hand. His right hand lands, and then he just wants to throw that left straight after it. But you can see here he's got to commit to sort of get any sort of chance of landing his jab. He's never really in a position to punch off of it.
He kind of leaves it out there, doesn't he?
moves in that time and tried to chop down with the right hand. He's attempted that a couple of times now and hasn't managed to pull it off. Not yet, anyway.
He keeps his right hand in a really good position, very disciplined, right on the chin. And that's the best place to throw a right hand from. You know, the left hand, the jabbing hand, it can float around, it can go high, low, whatnot, but you always want that right hand on the chin. It's that defense, that barrier between the saviour from getting knocked out sometimes, and it's actually the best place to throw a right hand from point A to point B. Just want to see him throw it a bit more, Ohara Davies.
He's been very sparing with that right hand so far. Threw it there, got good extension on that one, really snapped into it. Lovely long arc on it, it wasn't too far away, and he's got to be careful there, Azim, because Davies will be looking for that. Lovely jab there from Azim, though. Stiff ramrod left hand that landed.
And actually, Azim fired back a nice right uppercut to the body off the right hand that he took. He kind of went with it and then fired a straight right hand, like an uppercut to the body against Davies.
And this is warming up now towards the end of round 3. Good combination there from Azim. And there's that 1-2 again from Davies. He's allowed himself to warm into this, if you like. Hasn't looked to throw that right from the start, but he is looking for it now. And again there. Good stuff. Let's go backstage. Latelo is with Dan Aziz.
Dan, it feels like every time we talk, there's a British title on the line. But this time, it's even more important. You get to keep that Lonsdale belt with a win tonight. What does that mean to you two?
It means a lot. It's, you know, I've always gone through my career with the mindset of you've got to earn your keep, and, you know, I've come back off a loss and a draw, so today I've definitely got to earn that strap, and it's great that both the Commonwealth and the British is on the line, so yeah.
Absolutely. Well, Lou is well up for it. What do you know about him from your fight study?
He's a good fighter, he's slick, he's fast, sharp, good footwork, everything you'd want in a good up-and-coming boxer, so I've definitely got to stay focused, concentrate, and don't overlook anything.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Huge night for Aziz and Edmondson. For Edmondson, it's the chance he's been waiting for what will have felt like forever. For Aziz, he has to win if he wants to keep his career going at the level he has been at. It's as simple as that. Into round 4, and it heated up towards the end of round 3. And I think we're going to get a very entertaining fight from this point onwards. Davies just looking to creep in. He got his range with that 1-2 towards the end of that previous round. We know that he can be dangerous with that right hand. He always has been. Azim using that jab. They're just circling around each other, centre ring, looking to engage whenever they get the merest glimpse of an opening. Tucks up well behind the shoulder there, Davies. Good combination from Azim, but most of it was blocked. Then the jab did get through. Left hook from Azim, a smile from Davies. It's a heavy right hand. That left glove is up in place there from Davies, but even still it makes him give a little bit of ground. An uppercut on the inside there from Azim with his left hand. Almost caught Davies as he just dipped to his right hand side. One-two, and then finishes with a left hook, but again towards that right hand from Davies. That discipline with the right hand that you mentioned, that was absolutely key there, because that could have done some damage.
Yeah, I think when Adam Azim adds that third shot now, that's where he's going to have the most success. Ohara Davies starting to warm up now. He's looking to try and punch off of Azim's fast hands. But, you know, everything is lightning fast with Azim. Sometimes I'd like to see him just vary that speed. Sounds bizarre, but just punch a little slower. Lull the fella in front of you into that full sense of security, that they get used to that rhythm, and then you speed it up.
sometimes the slower shot hits you because you're so used to the fast one. You mistime the slow one.
That happens to the best of us, man, don't worry.
Final stages of round 4, and Azim has just turned the screw a little bit maybe in this 4th round. I think there might be just a little bit of blood just down the left-hand side of the nose of Ohara Davies. Azim looking for that left hand as Davies was opening out with his own left. There's some blood coming from somewhere. Lovely right uppercut. Azim just stepped in, set himself. Got great purchase on that. Good round there from Adam Azim. Let's go down ringside. Andy Scott is with Barry McGuigan.
Barry, you're living every moment as you always do. What's working? What do you want to see more of from Adam Azim?
I want to see more of his jab, keep his left hand out in front, so that because he keeps turning into a left hook, Ohara. He keeps walking onto the left hook, so I want to see him jab, lift the left hook and drop the right hand. That's what I want to see. And then I want to see a second phase to his attack.
Think he can get to Ohara?
Yeah, I think he'll get to him, but he's dangerous, there's no question about it. He can't switch off, but that's what this game's all about. You got to understand that you switch off with people, you get caught. So you just got to keep the pressure on, use his jab, put his combinations together, and move his head.
Lovely stuff, Barry. Great to see you.
That was a lovely shot, left hook, right uppercut combination through the middle there. I don't know if that was the shot or it was already bleeding, but the nose was, pumping the blood there, walking back to the corner.
So heading into the 5th, and Azim did up the pressure in that previous round, turn that screw a touch. It'll be interesting to see if he can keep that going. Davies coming out strong at the start of round 5, and fighters always have that instinct for when momentum is just starting to build against them and they know that they have to do something about it. They can't allow it to keep going, but that blood just coming from the end of the nose there of Davies.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if he's broken his nose. It's really flying out, isn't it, the blood?
Good right hand there from Azim. Davies in a little bit of trouble here, I think. If he has got issues with a broken nose, then it'll make it difficult to breathe. Blood could be hitting the back of the throat. He'll be swallowing it, gulping it down, and you can kind of feel like you're drowning at times. That's how fighters have described it to me before. And that is not where you want to be with someone like Azim in front of you.
Azim's reflexes are just second to none. He gets called there with a left hook, but before then, he can see so many shots coming, especially when they come from nothing. And it's a quick dip to left, quick dip to the right. And
there is a left hand into the body there that has eventually put Ohara Davies down. It got followed up, but he landed one about 15 seconds beforehand that I thought had maybe hurt him because he just backed off, dropped that right elbow, managed to stay up, but eventually went down. Just over a minute remaining in round 5, and Ohara Davies is in the eye of the Azim storm here, and he needs to try and find some cover, but it is really not available. Azim just stepping to him and just raining the punches in.
I think
Davies trying to clamp that right forearm down to protect that rib cage.
Yeah, I think Azim senses the finish is on here. He's going to look to turn the screw.
And all of a sudden, that tide has turned, and it's turned quick, and it's turned heavy, and the legs almost went there from Ohara Davies. He tries to punch his way off the ropes. Good right hand there from Azim. Staggers Davies, who smiles back at him through bloody teeth. This is systematic from Azim. It is calculated, it is cold, it is brutal. 15 seconds remaining in round 5. Chops down with the right hand.
I think the bell's coming at a good time for Davies.
Right hand into the body there from Azim. Davies makes his way back to his corner, but this has got very, very tough.
Davies, please. We've got to put it on him now. Yeah? Oh yeah, I'm just wanting to breathe for your man, baby. Head back, breathe for your man.
goes to. That's all. How you feeling, son? Good. All right.
Well, that was where he eventually went down, but there was a left hand that landed about 15-20 seconds before that, as you see the blood just come cascading out of the nose, that I think really put the dent in him, and that one was just one too many.
I think that shot actually knocked his own arm into the floating ribs. I don't think the punch landed. I think the punch hit the arm, which then hit the body. I think he was probably pre-winded from the other one.
And you can imagine with the nose damage, it's even more difficult to get the air in to the lungs.
This is a hard road for Ohara Davies, but he dug in that 5th round. He made it through, but Azim will just go about his business all over again.
Yeah, he was under the cosh there, certainly the last 30 seconds, minute of the round, but he's not ready to go yet, so Azim doing the right thing here. He hasn't come out trying to pick up where he left off. He's just settled back down here and trying to go again behind the jab.
Davies looking for his own jab. 3 single jabs there from Azim in quick succession. But again, the blood comes from the nose. There comes back from Davies, as Azim was just caught coming in a little bit tall. Nice and loose with the 1-2 there, Azim. Davies looking for the jab. Left hand comes back there from Davies, and he's coping pretty well in this 6th round so far, considering what happened in the one before that. It's an Azim round still, but he's making a decent fist of things here, Davies. He's got to try and just grind his way back into things if he can.
Yeah, Azim yet to target the body in this round, and maybe he's thinking, was that a highlight reel knockout? Ohara Davies is on his way out. Doesn't want to let him slip, doesn't want to let him off the hook here, wants to keep cranking up the pressure.
That was nice left uppercut.
Didn't quite get through clean, just strangled it, Davies, with the gloves as it came through, and it was a good job that he did. Into the final 30 seconds of round 6, the pressure from Azim, though, is still unrelenting. He's not worked super hard in this round, but he's still made things rough here for Davies. Left hand there from Davies was a decent shot. Azim slightly open as he went to the body. And now looking to finish the round strong here, Azim. And Davies just backing up in the final few seconds.
Starts now, bro. Listen. Catch it nicely in the inside, close range. You've got short on your punches a bit, though, yeah? When you throw the hooks, don't throw it too wide.
Keep your head still, fighter.
I want short punching.
Fighter, keep your head still.
Alright, let's have water. Right, listen, water.
Yeah, water, out your mouth.
You've got to push him back. Do not trade left hooks with him, yeah? Do not trade left hooks with him.
Keep it short now, short combinations. Short combinations. Are you hearing me, Davies? Short combinations on the inside. Tuck up.
Just do it like you do it. Like start pressing him back now. He's falling right apart. He's there for the taking. Don't hit him with one, you've got to hit him with a few, and then make sure you're aware of what's coming back. Head and body, take him out, yeah?
Shane McGuigan, I think, just keen to let Adam Azim off the leash. And I make him right, he wasn't exactly conservative in that previous round, George. I wouldn't say he took a round off, but he didn't go after him with quite the venom that we might have expected him to. Meanwhile, in that Davies corner, quite a lot of information, advice coming in from a few different voices, which I think is never ideal, but particularly when you're in a situation in a fight that he's in, because he's up against it. One draw round, everything else to Azim with a knockdown in the 5th, and it has been pretty one way from that 4th round onwards particularly.
I really like this work from Azim. This is something that we haven't seen a lot of him before. So he's showing, becoming a more rounded fighter. He's trying to sit on Ohara's chest, still making him miss within such close quarters, and he's picking out them sweet shots. Lovely left to the body went in there. Rolls under the left hook.
I was going to say the same thing, George. This is a mature look from Azim. I haven't seen him really walk a fighter down like this and target the body the way he has.
Like, if you're going to sit in the pocket and let your hands go, you might get caught with the odd few if you're not doing it, you know, perfectly. But he's boxing brilliantly in the pocket, on the front foot, continually making Ohara miss with that left hook.
1:20 remaining in round 7. Davies is digging in here. Left hand there from Azim. Lovely crisp jab there from Azim.
Last minute.
Davies just launches himself out of that neutral corner with a lead left hook, which didn't quite make it, but he followed it in and committed to it, letting his hands go. Hand speed again there from Azim. Went underneath with the right hand, and then as Davies came in, snapped it up top, left hand into the body.
We're happy to walk in here, Azim, and just try and break Ohara Davies down to the body shots, rolling underneath the shots as well, catching and countering as he's pushing him back. Again, just nudging him off and stepping to him, doubling up on the right hook there. Good work from Azim.
Boxing on Sky Sports, brought to you by Voltero.
Searching for fun? There is another way. Feel the flutter with Admiral Casino. Sign up and get your welcome offer. Play your favorite games wherever you are. Join Admiral Casino and feel the flutter.
In Texas, the chase is on. The Pirelli United States Grand Prix, live on Sky Sports.
Eyes on the back of his neck.
In your posture. Full step down forward. Do not take this look.
That's the Ohara Davies corner. Led by Carlos Moreno, Barry Smith. Just leaning in from outside the ropes there. Into round 8, and Ohara Davies is a mile behind here, really. But he's just trying to stay in the fight and see if something can happen for him as it goes down the stretch. He knows that he's going to need to make it happen. He's got to try and take something out of the tank of Azim, but it's a difficult task because Azim looks like he's absolutely boiling with energy still. The snap is still there, the speed is still there, the reflexes are still incredibly sharp.
Got phenomenal hand speed, Azim. Even now in round 8, hasn't really dwindled at all.
Lovely jab there from Azim, just knocks Davies back onto the heels of his feet. Lovely left hand there from Azim, threaded it through the gap, down goes Ohara Davies. Mark Lyson continues to count the towel. I think it's about to come in for Barry Smith. He's waving the towel, and this fight is over. And that was a cold finish when it came was a split-second opening that he exploited to the full.
I think that's the best performance of Adam Azim's career. That's certainly the best I've seen him. Look sharp, he looked mature, walking down, catching, countering, sickening the body shots in there. Brilliant performance.
Yeah, I mean, concentration levels were spot on the entire fight. He knew that Ohara Davies has got the experience. He's fought at a high level. He's got power, but it was a great measured performance from him. And we saw loads of variety round on round. Even in that final round there, it was so disciplined. He gave himself the space, the time, and the breather to find the finish, essentially. The fast 1-2 and a snappy left hook. There was no chance of Ohara Davies getting up after that shot. I think it broke his heart as much as hurt him at that point.
I think you're absolutely right. At that stage, you could see as he was down on his knees that really the will to continue had been beaten out of him, because whatever he tried, it just wasn't working. The nose had gone earlier in the fight. He'd been hurt to the body. He'd been systematically beaten up, operated on there by Azim. It was a surgical display. Okay, let's have a look at the final passage here. There's that lovely crisp jab.
Yeah, good left hook there, right round the back of the gloves, almost round the ear, landed on the Ohara Davies. The chop in the right hand, yeah, see it there again, round the back of the glove. Lovely shot. And it wasn't just the sort of punches coming from Azim. I think it was the inability to really land anything on Azim, which probably broke Davies' heart as much.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's rounds where Azim pressed on the front foot, but still with those sharp reflexes making Ohara Davies miss. Even when they're sort of sitting in the pocket, they're together, they're nose to nose. And Hodar's trying to counter with his left hook, and Azim's still seeing it and reading it and rolling under it and then trying to punch off of it. And I think in that round, he just gave himself that bit of distance to see the shot, to pick the shot. And it was the third shot in that exchange, the 1-2, the left hook came around the side. He didn't roll the chin of Ohara Davies. I think it hit him in the ear, but it just knocked, just knocked the fight out of him, really.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Lyson calls a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 18 seconds of the 8th round. Declaring your winner by knockout and still undefeated, Adam the Assassin Azim.
Well, that was an absolutely terrific performance from Adam Azim.